it's God's timing.
Yeah.
If you look at it in however way you want to look at it, I may have wanted it really badly then, but maybe that wasn't the time, right? And sometimes you just have to slow down and just like reflect and think about it. Oh, okay. We tunajiona tunaweza compete internationally. It's not a must we leave it for the Nigerians or the Tanzanians or the South Africans. When the stars align, it's time to shine, my man.
You're welcome to the Straight Up Talk, where we provide for you impactful and insightful content. So today, guys, I have a wonderful guest. But first, before I allow him to introduce himself, I'd urge you to like and subscribe to my channel. So without further ado, you guys, if you're an Amapiano fan, a guy for these ones, man. We have a man, it's called Zeeman. So I'll allow him to just introduce himself. Who he is, what he does.
Yeah. What's up, people? The name's Zeeman. You know me through the song Konga. Thank you so much for 1 million views, 1 million plus, and still counting. And I'm so excited on starting this new journey, music journey. Not as much as starting, but rather continuing. All right, because it's something that I say like that have been asked in interviews kama zote. So ulianza lini? But really, like ilikuanga tu kitu yenye nilikuwa nishaanza kufanya. But so I'm releasing my next single April 8th. And I'm excited about that. I'm stoked. I'm nervous, but I'm excited. I feel like it's gonna do well. I feel it's gonna bring a whole new vibe. It's for you guys.
I know when guys are watching this, it would have already come out. So maybe you can tell us why you did the new song now. Now you can just share about it. Why
I did the new song now? Actually, I have my team and we have songs ready. So we're just releasing them in singles.
Wallahi, so you already know how you'll shock us.
I mean, we're learning. We're actually very new in the industry. But we have an idea of how we would like to do things, and how we would like things to get done. So we want to inspire, we want to work, we want to collaborate, we just want to be out there. We just want to make content, make music, make people feel good, uplift, and and tour. Honestly, just visit places, meet people. That's what we want to do.
And that looks like it excites you a lot.
Oh, definitely, man. I mean, the idea of being a pop star. A pop star has always it's just always infatuated me. All right, so as I say, I've been looking up to rappers, singers, rock stars ever since I was young. I just grew around music. I talk about my mom having this vinyl, kinanda, boombox, those zile jukebox, not boombox, jukebox. Zile za kitambo, and she played some Yvonne Chaka Chaka, Iglesias, the original Iglesias, Enrique Iglesias' dad. I remember some of those, Bonnie M, all those guys, the old guys. I get a lot of inspiration from such. And I think now it's about time that I also write my own book.
Your own book?
Yes, I'm speaking metaphorically, hypothetically speaking. So yes, it's about time now I also write my own, my own destiny or such, and sasa niko too excited hata sijuangi niseme nini, because naweza ona it's coming together. And there's no time as as the right time. There's always a right time, but hakuna kuchelewa. You get me? Any accomplishment that you can accomplish despite for example your age, is still an accomplishment. It's and greatness takes time, and it's time. Yes, and I'm willing to put in the work, the effort, the sacrifice, and I'm just so glad that I'm with people who feel the same way and are very supportive. it's actually very important for anybody, you know, who's striving for something, just to have that, you know, person next to your shoulder just whispering you, keep going, let's go, we got this, don't worry about this, let's do this. Just that. Just that. That's all most of us really need. And I mean, that's how I feel, manze. That's how I feel.
Having positive people around you is very important.
It's very, very important. It's essential, you know. You know, like, if you know, it's more or less like not just pushing you but also being there for you. All right, because at the end of the day, sisi wote ni binadamu, sisi wote tuko na vitu zina happen in our lives and all that. So you need also empathetic, caring, patient, you know people, just good people in general. And you know, it also like rubs off on you as well as a human being. Unaona ukijiweka tu kwa area ya vitu fiti, hata utakuwa tu fiti, you get me? So that's what we're about, you know. Black Alpha Productions, that's where, you know, that's our label. And we're new, like I said earlier, and we're here to inspire, we're here to change the game, and we're here to, you know, like, put Kenya somewhere where it needs to be, I'd say, you know, in the international scope of things. You know, tunajiona tunaweza compete internationally. It's not a must we leave it for the Nigerians or the Tanzanians or the South Africans. You know, I mean, obviously we have our Kenyan artists who are really out there doing their thing, and as you can see, these are guys who actually like matured in the game, you know. They didn't start yesterday. They didn't start just, you know, they've been there, you know. They've been paving the way. They've been entertaining us, and also, like, for me also, they've been inspiring, you know. I mean, it's evident, and you know, I'd like to be one of those guys.
Well, smaller guys now, let's say the upcoming year, now says there used to be like Franco, there used to be Zeeman himself, man. So that kind of influence.
Yes, si ndio hivyo sasa, unajua, watu wanajua kazi man, unaona umenita Franco, because I mean, you know, like,
I've known it from back in the day.
we go way back, you know, like, so, but I mean, it's we are Franco bado ndio Zeeman, like it's just me, it's just who I've always been. You know, now naweza sema tu sasa niko na tu sauti, like I just have a voice, I have a platform. So like, and I want to use it in a way that, you know, I'd like, you know, people to see me, or like people feel, if I can change an opinion, if I can shape a generation, then I won't waste this opportunity. So I just have to be the best man I can be.
In this.
All right. I have to be the man.
I like. So now, I like the fact that first thing, you look really level-headed. A million views is something, man.
So it's
really good to be level-headed. And then you said you didn't start music now. You started you started way back.
We started way back. We used to record on even the laptops. You know, like my friend, like, there's a guy we did the first song with, is called Jackson. You know, he used to be called Jackster. You know, I know he might see this. He's back in Tanzania. You know, I met him. You know, he was in another campus. I was in a different campus, and you know, like, music has its own way of bringing people together, or just vibes. Sindio. And we made a song. We made Katika. That was done by Rico Beats. You know, that was the first song actually I think I ever recorded. And then I did it with this guy because we had just been freestyling. Actually, we just met at a party, and you know, we just started, you know, just like vibing out, and then we were just like, hey, you guys, see, we meet up, we do something in the studio. And you know, like, we did go to like 1 or 2 studios, but mostly we were just downloading instrumentals, downloading beats, and you know, just recording on his MacBook. You know, that was back then, you know. And you know, like, along the way, I also have like a cousin who's got like a music, you know, studio and everything. We've done a couple of things there, done a couple of things with, you know, some peers in campus. That was back then, you know, like, guys, I mean, guys know, like, guys who know me also along the way, you know, like, I always say it, you know, even if I said it in a joking manner, like, you know, one day one day I'll be a star. One day I'll start singing. I mean, it's just been bottled up.
Yeah.
All right. So like even these songs that you're seeing now, it's not like they're songs that I'd written back then. The songs I'd written and recorded back then somehow got lost along the way. Some of them.
Yeah.
Right. But once a musician, you're always there. Like it just doesn't matter. Now I'm just an updated version. I'm more enlightened version. I'm more grounded because I'm older, and I feel good. And I'm ready to do good. Yeah.
Because the thing is, I think someone would say, you are like those guys who just they do one thing and then it hits. Yeah.
And then it hits.
So now listening that you did it before.
Yeah.
You started music way before.
Yeah.
I'm sure it teaches guys like it's not.
Man. It's actually not for the faint-hearted. That's one thing. Because like initially we were doing it as a passion. For the love of the art and everything.
Yeah.
But also like music is not cheap. Production and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And when kijana uko kampo unatafuta, ukienda hapa unaitishwa hii, ukienda, you get me?
Yeah.
Itakuwa ngumu. It's very discouraging as well, and even like sometimes you find yourself in that atmosphere with people who can actually like do something for you, but like nobody wants to really do anything for you, because what else do you have to offer?
Yeah.
What do you have to offer? And that being cash, money, because at the end of the day, like production, everything, it costs money. So if you don't have that, like and it's unfortunate, like it doesn't matter how good you are or how idea it might be bright, it's unfortunate, like somebody will not take that chance, take that gamble, and like hold your hand and be like, yo, let's do this, tumalizanange badai, stuff like that. You get me? Mwelewane in just to release your passion, your dreams. But I can say now, like time, we're older and wiser and everything, and now at a position whereby I can actually do this, then I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
So it's God's timing.
Yeah.
If you look at it in however way you want to look at it, I may have wanted it really badly then, but maybe that wasn't the time, right? And sometimes you just have to slow down and just like reflect and think about it. Oh, okay, but it's happening this way. This, it's something I usually say, like in all interviews that I've been invited in. Greatness delayed is not greatness denied. Yeah. Jay-Z, for example, he was 27 when he made his big break. That's Jay-Z. And those times were even harder than even these times. Squeeze it tunaweza tumia internet. Manze, Jay-Z had to go sell, his tapes. And like nobody, people will back you up when other people start backing you up. So it was tough. It's tough for everybody. I'm sure every artist out there has their own story, has their own journey, and in a way it's something similar, like they can relate to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But the thing is not giving up, right? Not just in music, but like in anything. In anything you want to do, in everything you're doing, just don't give up. They're like those times unataka kusema wacha ikae. Unaona?
Sure.
Like maze kama ni mbaya ama nimechoka. Si ndio? Kila mtu anakuanga na hizo time. But that's the time when I've come to realize that's the time when you actually just need to pick yourself up. Hiyo ndio time mwenye manze uko karibu tu kunini. I believe those times they develop character. Yeah? So I got to a point whereby like I'm no longer like loathing these challenges or asking, oh, why is this happening and this not happening. I began to embrace everything as it came, life just as it was, the good and the bad. it's an experience, it's a learning experience, it's meant to condition you, right? And you're meant to like evaluate that and adapt to that. That's just my 2 cents. You know. Yeah, so ndachatuulize maswali because I think
so all of that was to build you to be ready right now. To be grounded, to be like that time was actually the time to actually grow you. Because of course, if you got it at that time, it would be a bit tricky, would it? Yeah, you'll never know.
I'd say that. I'd say that.
That'd been tricky.
I'd been tricky.
You're now more mature.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
that's really good.
Yeah.
So now, because I know you also from a gym guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know I knew of course from Smart Gym you used to be the guy with the energy. So the energy thing here I'm seeing on the song, I'm like, that's Franco, man.
Yeah.
That's Franco.
Yeah, that's me. So let's talk about like my fitness.
Yeah.
You know, my fitness was a journey that I actually started again just as a wow, I can actually do this. So I used to, you know, I used to work night jobs when I was in campus as well. And you know, sometimes when you're heading back home and unapatana na mathegi, and you know, they just want to take away that 500 that you made in that day, you know. So one day I was like, hey. One day it happened and I'm like, these guys will never do that again to me.
They robbed you?
Dude, it happens. You get jacked every single... Dude.
I don't know. Yeah. I haven't been jacked yet. You got jacked.
Unaishi mamitapoa, but you know, like... Yeah.
No,
you know...
Areas, I think. But yeah.
Yeah, so one day I just walked in a boxing gym.
Yeah.
And you know, this is in Rongai now.
Yeah,
so... And those guys changed my life. You know, my boxing coach, my original boxing coach. Like, they really played a big they played a big role in just shaping the man who I am today. Because mwanzo unaingia mahali unaona vijana wanapiga zoezi, now you're welcome, you know, and it's actually just free. Like hata uitishwi kitu, it's just there. Yeah, it's just there. It's just
beautiful.
You know, just keep on following the man, you know, check out by them my YouTube channel, you know. I'll be
for sure.
You know, we'll get more and more into who I am as a person, you know, my story and all that. I mean, hopefully I can put that together up for you.
Yeah.
It's very interesting, by the way. But if I don't do that, I'll write a book.
For sure.
Anyway, so yeah, unapiga zoezi, and you know, it's everybody like from all ages. Na mna motivate, and you know, you start with prayer, you end with prayer. You know, these are principled people. You know, these are right, and it's in the ghetto, right? And you know, they're like, at the end of each session, you're like, don't go use this for, you know, to hurt others. This is an opportunity for you to change your life, get out of the ghetto, inspire others, and all that stuff. Yeah, that's what it was. These are men who believed in that, you know, mentorship and all that. So it's very tough, you know, for anybody who's trained a boxing regiment routine. Like, they know it's. I think boxers are one of the fittest people on this planet. Reason being, like, if you're gonna do like a boxing routine, you know, you have to wake up, run, you know, after running you come back to the gym, there's skipping, you know, after skipping there's shadow boxing, after shadow boxing there's conditioning, after that there's bag work, after that there's sparring, and that's just like the beginning of the day. Saying you have to do that all over again every day, like, no, twice a day, every day. All right, twice a day, every day. Serious boxers, you'll find them in this, you know. I've been privileged to like train with guys in Kawangware, train with guys in Kware, you know, some guys here in Gong Road, and it's just raw, natural talent, because these are people who, you know, fighters are people who, like, they're not just fighting for themselves, they're actually fighting for a reason, they're actually fighting for a purpose. And you know, these are people who life has given them reason to fight. Right? So there's a lot of respect to that, and it just changes you as a person. Right? So I can say, like, whatever I could grab from that whole experience is what brought, first of all, me into the fitness world, into the, you know, my fitness journey. And I fell in love with fitness, like, completely. You know, because first of all, because ile time ya kwanza nilikuwa mingia hiyo gym, like walikuwa najua tu after 1 week umse hata give up. Sijui ngapi wame give up, you know.
Yeah.
But I remember like this one time I saw my coach without a shirt and I was like, hey dude, manze kwani umeishi gym for how many years? You know that at the time the guy was like 40 years old. Like he's never been in a gym in his life. All he does is what like we've been doing, you know. That's lots of push-ups, lots of pull-ups, lots of running, lots of conditioning, and that's it. I was like, hey, sitoki hapa hadi nikae kama wewe. You know, it's like, don't give up. And that's it. You know, those things, you know, when you're put in a ring to spar with somebody who's like twice your size, and you know you come out of it, it builds you as a man, it builds your confidence, it builds your esteem. Those are things that you can use in life anywhere you go. You know, confidence is key, esteem is key.
Yeah.
All right, even you walking just down the street as a human being, just that feeling of yourself, just that feeling of, you know, knowing yourself, that's key. That's something that I got from, you know, training boxing.
Yeah.
All right, so I mean that's, I guess it was cause, you know, I was training also with people who are, it was just like their passion, it was just like their everything. It was either that or nothing at all. People who didn't have any option, right? So that also like
Build your
you know,
character.
like, yes, it contributed to Zeeman.
Zeeman,
Yeah. So so yeah, the boxing, the fitness journey, you know, school, everything, you know, just out here, it's like in a way life has also been putting me in situations whereby like it's built for this, the entertainment and everything. You know, I'll just find myself, you know, somewhere in these parties with these people, stuff like that along the way.
Yeah.
So when the stars align, you know, it's time to shine, my man.
So now all this came and helped you now become Zeeman.
Yes.
Zeeman seems like now a 2.0 version of you. Or why did you choose the name Zeeman?
Zeeman. Oh yeah, this question, I love this question because you know, my surname is Kasema. That's my dad's name, you know. Yeah, that guy. We'll talk about that guy in another episode. Yeah. And it was like we were like, at the time, me and my cousin, we were coming up with a stage name. You know, he's like, I was like, how about Kasma? You know, guys just know me as Kasema, you know, out here. Know me as Franco or Kasema. Okay, Kasma is good. And he was like, how about like, you know, the man, you know. I'm like, oh yeah, this is a man. You know, we combine Kasema and the man, you know, because now, like, I've always been the man of the house.
Yeah.
You know, I have older sisters, you know, shout out to them. I love them very much. And, you know, my mom, and, you know, like, I've just been around this bunch of women, and I've always been the man. You know, like, in a way, I just had to, like, I had a mantle, you know, I had shoes to fill that I did not know that were mine even in the first place from such a young age, right? So I've been the man, you know, like, and, you know, out here, you know, also like my friends, you know, I'm the smallest guy. I'm like always the smallest guy in everywhere I've just been, you know, like ikweni primo, ikweni high school, ikweni kapo, I'll always be that small dude, you know, ikweni kwa team ama kwa job onananga ka last born vitu guys, but also in the sense that, you know, it's not just that, but I've always like had a presence because I realized that, you know, these guys respect me because of how like I carry myself. You know, these guys rely on me, these guys count on me, and I'm the small guy. I've always seen myself as the man, you know, like even my pals will tell you, like, as much as, you know, like I'm the most vocal or anything and the smallest, like I have the presence. I got a presence. Like it's just something that I came to realize later on. So the man is just me. It just feels right. Like and it's funky. It sounds funky as hell, you know, the man. You know, it's like I don't know how, you know, French with z, so like just Zeeman,
very
you know, the man,
it's
you
very
know,
compelling.
it's very compelling.
Yeah.
Man, I'm glad you said that. You know, like
and
we need that.
It's easier to remember.
Yeah.
When one, you know, like, I remember the man. Oh, I remember his name. So it's easier to actually remember about it.
Ayoni poor, man. Ayoni poor. That's actually one of the, you know, the goals we had when, you know, picking out a stage name, because initially, like, my stage name, I was going by The Misfit.
The Misfit.
Yeah, that's me. Like back then, I was going by The Misfit. You know, so yeah, we'll talk about that.
To Zeeman now.
To Zeeman.
So I remember as we come to a conclusion.
Yeah.
I remember a conversation we had back in the days. Yeah. I told you that because you were a gym trainer then, and then I was like it's so I don't know if it's fortunate or unfortunate that so many gym trainers sleep with so many girls, whatever. We were talking a party back then, and then he told me that that's why they don't win. Yeah. That's why you are coming to make a difference also in the fitness industry. That you believe in professionalism. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So I really liked when you said. I remember when you said that. I was just like, wow, this is like compared with other. Because I was also doing a gym in I live in Car West. Yeah. Yeah. The guy is just excited. It's all about women for him. Yeah. So then coming to speak to you about focus, about like being focused in life and being actually like. So you can tell me where that came from, because I've always wondered like.
I mean, I'd say like it's just anywhere you go. Like I mean, it's unfortunate that's the picture that's been, you know, painted for, you know, gym guys. But you know, like maybe if the stats that's what they're saying, then I mean, who am I to argue with that? Yeah. But all I can say is like anywhere you go, like it's just a matter of you, who you are as a human being. You know, are you principled? You know, have you got some, you know, some integrity instilled in you? You know, like what are you really after? All right, what are you after? Like what are you even doing this for? So for me personally, I was doing it to inspire people. You know, I was doing it as my source of income. So like if you're gonna pay me and you expect to lose weight, then definitely that's all we're gonna do. That's it. We'll leave it at that. So it's and you know, out of that, you know, I'll also gain your respect, and guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna recommend clients, right? Yeah. Because of that. You know, like for me personally, I just try to make my sessions interesting and, you know, like lively, and, you know, just push you as far as I could push you, you know. And that brought me so much joy and accomplishment and fulfillment compared to anything else. You know, just being able to have somebody say that, hey, Franco, by the way, say, umeni motivate, ume change my life. You know how that feels, man? No. So me, that's what I wanted personally. I don't know about, you know, the other guys, but, you know, I can say like, also it depends also like the crew maybe, I don't know. I would say like my guys were also like straightforward like that, and, you know, I could learn also from them, you know, my peers, that's all I can say. But it's a very, it's that as a field is a very good field, because it's a field whereby like you're intimate with a person in a way that like that you're their personal, like you're like their doctor. You get me? So you cannot, you don't mess around with that if you know you're a serious guy. If you know, I can be able to come and rely on you and, you know, count on you to, you know, even speak about something that's happening in my personal life. You know, I'd like to say like it's a business of also like being confidential, in the sense that, you know, this person has trusted you with all this, so you don't take advantage of that. Again, if you've got some integrity in you. So again, it just goes back to who you are as a person, right? So, and also with what you want and what you hope to achieve in everything. Like going in something, like I can tell you, like going in the music, I definitely do have a plan. I definitely know where I want to see myself, you know, in the next 5 years or so, right? That's just it. It's plain and simple. Never to that. Yeah.
So Zeeman, do you have anything else to say before I wrap up?
Thanks for having me. Thanks for kunitafuta nazo. Like, you know, it's been a long time coming when tafuta sana, and you know, I'm here for you. I'm here for your channel. You know, and keep up. Keep. Bado unacheza ball by the way?
I am. I played in one.
Yeah. I mean, Sam is a really good midfielder, guys. Like, kuna matimes tulikuwa tunaenda kucheza pale Arena 1. I can tell you for a fact mse ako tu sawa. Yeah man, you know where to find me. Karibu tena. If you ever want to do this again, just come through, man. I love to talk, and you know, like if I can also get an audience and a platform for that, inspire as well as get subscribers.
Yeah, guys.
Subscribe.
Zeeman.
Yeah, that's
guys,
a win
share,
for me.
subscribe.
Follow me on all platforms, Zeeman Music. Pia niko kwa ma audio platforms zote. Nawatolea wimbo by the end of this year. Mtoko umefurahi sana, si ndio? We thank God, you know, for everything. All honor and glory belongs to him at the end of the day. You know, yeah.
Zeeman, thanks
That's
for
it.
honoring the interview, man. Coming.
Yeah,
You guys have heard from the man himself, Zeeman.
Yeah.
The man himself who brings up energy, new energy in Kenya, man. You guys have heard from him.
Yeah.
So you guys comment whatever maybe you've learned from him and reach out to him. Listen to his music. And no further ado, I'll conclude by saying like and subscribe to my channel because I release videos just like this. I'm moving every single week. Till next time, have a good day. And we are out, man.
Bless up.
Nice, man.